Pisces, it's Nick and Nala. Hope you guys are doing good. This is for all my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, males and females. This is going to be for your weekly for April 5th to the 11th. We're going to be covering a little bit of health, career, work, finances, and love. So I hope you will find these helpful. And I will have a link to the extended reading below in the description box. So if you find that's resonating, want to spend more time, dive in deeper, that will be below for you guys to check out. And of course, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, it's Nicloves with 2 eyes. All right, so let's just get right into it. So Pisces, I feel like this is going to be the week where you're learning a lot from your past. You may be remembering a lot from the past, or you're just taking on the lessons, the knowledge, things that you have experienced, and now knowing what red flags to look for, what to be aware of. And I feel like you're learning a lot. You're closing out a lot of karmic cycles for yourself, whether it's like personal, friends, family, anything, all the above. I feel like you're ending a lot of karmic cycles in your life, and I feel like you're gonna feel and you're gonna realize how much wiser, how much smarter you are this week. For some of you, you may connect with elephants, or maybe you have a strong love for elephants. An elephant may be a spirit animal for you as well, and I feel, you know, elephants are really wise creatures. So some of you have so much like deep hidden wisdom that you yourself maybe are not even aware of. But I feel like if you tap into yourself, your own energy, you'll realize that you know a lot more than you think. Okay? And a lot of you are older spirits. You've been here before. You are old souls. Okay? I'm seeing that the number 25, if not also the number 7, may be an important number for you. Maybe some of you are life path 7s like myself, or it rings a bell for something else in your life. Okay? So when it comes to your health, I feel that there's a lot of like a new wave of energy for you guys coming through. Some of you may be going through like a Kundalini awakening. Your sexual drive, your libido is just like bubbling, it's boiling. So you may be feeling a little more excited, a little more frisky this week than usual. But I feel that also has to do with like Aries season, also Venus being in Aries, which is my natural placement. So I just feel a lot of energy coming on from your end. You may be just extra aroused or easily aroused than usual this week. And so if you are with someone or you have a partner, this is a great week to have some fun. If you don't, maybe channel your energy into other things like working out, exercise. I do feel like some of you will be really active this week, so you may be doing things out and about, or maybe exercising or doing outdoor activities possibly. But I just feel a lot of like new energy coming through for you. So I feel like this is a really active week for you, and I feel like your health is actually doing really good. You're feeling stronger, you're feeling confident, and you have more energy to kind of like release than usual. Okay, so put it to good use. Don't just sit around, do nothing. Try to be active and let it all out. Okay, and release endorphins. When it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, I feel like you are loving what you do, or you're really getting into something that you really can pour your heart and love into. Maybe this is your work that you do for a living, or a creative hobby, something you do on the side that you wish to eventually make into your, you know, your actual income. But I feel like you're loving something that you're doing. You're really pouring your whole self into it. And I feel that you are enjoying it. So you may finally be doing your dream job, or you're working towards that, you know, that level, and you're just putting your all into it. And I think when you do that, that's when you thrive, and that's when you actually become more successful, or the most successful you can become, because you're actually in tune, you're aligned with what you're supposed to be doing. So that's why they always say, you know, like when you do what you love, it doesn't even feel like work. It's just something you naturally enjoy doing. And so because you naturally enjoy doing it, you're going to be better at it, you're going to put more effort into it, and it's going to inevitably become successful. So some of you maybe people can feel the love that you put into your work. And I feel that maybe even some of you at work, you know, even if you don't love what you do, but you're surrounded, like the people you're surrounded by, you affect, you know, you play a big role, you make a big impact on their lives. Even if you're just like talking to them or hearing their issues, kind of like being their friend, someone they can vent to, talk to. I feel like you make an impact in people's lives, and you uplift them. And I feel like a lot of people, maybe in your work or your school, your surroundings, feel really comfortable with you. They tell you a lot of things. You're almost like their counselor, their therapist. And I feel like that in itself fills you up with love, knowing that people trust in you and they talk to you about things. And you're able to kind of impact them in the best possible way. So you may even just have that opportunity this week where you can be there for someone, give them love, give them support, and vice versa. So some of you are really putting your all into something you're doing, and it's going to be showing, and people are going to really value and respect that and really care about your work, really be invested into what you're doing, because you invest your emotions, your feelings into it, and people can feel that. All right, so Pisces, when it comes to your dating life, love and relationships, all that stuff, some of you could have Scorpio somewhere in your chart. And as far as a person you could be dealing with, I feel like it could be a Gemini or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But of course, it doesn't have to be. It could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy that this person is embodying per usual. So just keep that in mind. So Pisces, I feel like I mentioned earlier that you're closing out a lot of cycles, a lot of karmic cycles, a lot of endings. And I feel like this is translating into your love life, and your dating, your relationships. I feel like there is a situation here you have with someone, whether this is something recent, new, or something that's been going on for some time. I feel here that you have been kind of reflecting a little bit, and for some time, maybe, or maybe just this week, you've been feeling a little bit of uncertainty. You've been feeling a little bit of doubt, or not as confident in the connection as you maybe once were. And you've been kind of holding on to it, but knowing deep down inside that something's kind of like not right, or something's a little bit off, but you can't point your finger on it. And I do feel like there is a great connection that you have with this person. And, you know, it was good for some time. And I feel like it may have just already served its purpose. And so now you don't feel the same way as maybe you once did. Like, you may still really care about this person. You may still have love for them. You still want the best for them. But it's just not the same feelings like it was before. And I don't feel like they did anything wrong to you. I don't really feel like there was any lying, cheating, or like a big fight or anything like that. I don't feel like nothing of that sort happened. Even if it did, it was probably very like small scale, nothing that was like a big deal. And it feels more like a really great friendship, you know, a really great companion that you guys spent some good time together, spent time talking, and it was a great time. You may have had some things in common, and they helped ground you. I think you helped elevate them, or made them see life in a different way and through a different lens. So both of you served a certain purpose in each other's lives for some time. This may have been going on for like 6 weeks, 6 months, or maybe you guys met like last June, or something with like June possibly, or 6 months ago. And I feel like you care. You really do care, but it's like you're holding on to this and you're like, is this really what I want? I don't know. And so you're having those doubts. And I think in that moment, you realize, I've had this moment before. I felt like this before. And in the past, when I felt like this and I kept holding on, it ended up biting me in the back. You know, it ended up not working out. So I feel like you're, like we picked up from earlier, that you're learning from the past, and because you may be getting these similar feelings that happen to you again, you're gonna know what you need to do, because you've been kind of through this similarly in the past. And what's going to happen is that you start to feel these doubts a little bit, but you kind of keep going on, and you want to feel it out. You don't want to just like make a big decision right away so fast without kind of like taking some time in it. And I feel like this slowly but surely, this person starts to show a lot of frustrations, maybe not being as like, I don't know, just being a little more difficult, getting more aggravated, more annoyed, irritated than usual. and maybe being really busy or using work as an excuse, or just always talking about like being maybe negative, or always talking about their problems, and letting that kind of get in between you guys, and always making it maybe about that, like work, this is stressing me out, this and this and this, I'm frustrated about this. And I think in certain moments you're like, oh well, okay, well maybe I can help this person, or let me help you out, or let me contribute in some way. And then for some time maybe you do, but then you realize, wait, I don't need to do all this, and I'm going above and beyond, and this person maybe won't even appreciate it later on. And I've done this before in the past, where I try to chime in and be the rescuer and help someone, but it always ended up not really being the best, because I was trying to do the best for them and not trying to do what's best for me. And I think you're realizing that now, that in order to manifest the best partner for you, you got to be living your life and doing what's best for you. Because when you're doing the most for someone else and they're not really doing the same for you, it's like you're not living for yourself and you're not valuing yourself. And people take advantage of that. Not saying that they're taking advantage of it, because you're doing it from the kindness of your heart, but I think you realize halfway through, you're like, you know what, I can't keep doing this, and my heart is not even all the way in it. And I've been through this before. This is not my first rodeo, and I feel like this is my sign that I need to leave, or something needs to change. Because if I'm unhappy most of the time, then that's probably a big indicator that I'm not in the right environment, or I'm not in the right relationship that's for me. Because I should not feel this way all the time. And so it looks like you are making the decision, Pisces, to walk away or to end things with this person. But I feel like it's not an easy decision. It's not something you want to do and you're excited about because you have love for this person. It's more so you're walking away knowing that it's the right thing to do, not because you want to do it. And I feel like that's the hardest thing to do, to walk away and leave something that you don't really want to leave. You don't want to walk away from, but you know in your heart is the right decision. But it hurts you, and you don't like to hurt someone else. But in this moment, you know that it's the right thing long term, and you've been through something similar, and so you know this is what you have to do. And I actually feel like you guys are gonna have a peaceful breakup, or whatever this is, separation. I feel like it's gonna be peaceful. I don't feel like there's gonna be like hitting and fighting and anger and shots thrown at each other and you're this, you're that. I actually feel like it's gonna be pretty peaceful, because I think the way that you approach it is really mature. It's really sweet and calm and peaceful. And this person is probably gonna agree with you and be like, yeah, you know what? I think you're right, Pisces. And I think it's the right thing to do. It's still going to hurt them, and I think they didn't want it to happen, but I think both of you are going to be mature enough to know that it was the right decision, at least right now. You know, it doesn't mean that maybe in the future you guys will go back together, work things out, but I think right now it seems like that's the best decision. Because I feel like this person right now is feeling tied up in something, and they need to kind of resolve it on their own. You can't fix all their problems. You may want to fix their problems because you're a fixer, but this person needs to learn how to do it on their own. And if you had stayed, or you guys had stayed longer, it was just going to create more friction. And then that's when things could have gotten ugly. You know what I mean? Instead of now leaving peacefully. But we're going to dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy's at. What are they thinking? What are they feeling when it comes to you? What they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action or move will be towards you, and then also your advice. Okay, because I feel like there's still stuff that you need to know about them, or where their heart is at, just so you feel a little bit more at peace or more calm with yourself, which I think you already do. But I kind of see that you guys can probably remain friends. I feel like you guys, or at least be peaceful, cordial with each other. I don't see this as like a nasty breakup, or like I hate you, you hate me, like nothing like that. Okay? All right, so we'll continue this conversation in the extended. The link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care, and I wish you guys all the best. Bye.